Hi Kirby, can you give a talk? I don't think I can inspire others. I don't have the talent. You can do it, bro. I can't do it. I might embarrass myself. Can you please pick someone else? Hi, my name is Kirby Liaban and welcome to Pathways of Hope. Are you afraid to say yes to God's work? Have you been asked to do something important, but you got cold feet? Your fear got the best of you and you simply said, I can't. I remember the time I was asked to give a talk for a big conference. I seriously doubted myself, even if the one who asked me to do it believed in me. I was comfortable doing talks for smaller groups, and the thought of thousands of people listening horrified me. The pressure. I also knew that God would help me, but I was afraid to make mistakes. I did not take the risk. Later on, I realized that I was limiting what God can do through me. I felt bad and I felt sad. And so I decided that the next time someone would ask me to give a talk or lead a worship, no matter the size of the crowd, I would say yes. And indeed, that time came. I was invited to lead a worship, to give an exhortation to thousands of people. And suddenly, my doubts and fears revisited me. But in my prayers, I sensed the Lord telling me, share the gifts that I have given you, Kirby. Don't keep them and don't hide them. And so despite my nervousness, I said yes. And you know what? During that event, God took control. It was God who inspired the people. It was God who touched their hearts. I saw that all that God needed was a willing vessel. Today's gospel is taken from Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 to 13. It's about the parable of the talents. It says there, to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to a third 1, to each according to his ability. We learn that God gives us responsibilities because He knows that we have the potential to succeed in it. He knows that we can do it. Further in the gospel, we discover that the first 2 servants doubled their talents, but the third one hid it. He was afraid and he made a lot of excuses. He did not take the risk. Friend, the challenge that we have today is to take a risk for the Lord. Take a risk in sharing your faith. Take a risk by saying yes to service. Take a risk to provide better for your family. Take a risk to build a better country, a better world. Our talents and convictions are not meant to be hidden. They are meant for sharing. Jesus took a risk with you. He came, He proclaimed, and He was crucified. But it was all worth it because He loves you. You love Jesus, don't you? Take a risk for Jesus by saying yes to Him and strive your best to multiply the gifts that He has given you. After all, it's the only risk that will grant you eternal life with Him. Thank you for watching Pathways of Hope. Please like and share so that more people will be willing to take a risk for the Lord.